Hello, hello.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3.
Great.
Grace. Dry? I don't know. I took too many languages. They all kind of blend together in my head now. I took 3 and learned 0.
I took 1 and learned 0. So
I feel kind of bad about that, though, because I really feel like everyone else in the world learns our language, and I feel like we should kind of do our part. It's a very one-sided relationship. You know what I mean?
Definitely, but that's all things in America. We just expect everyone to adapt, and we just do whatever we want.
Yeah. The main character of the world, and not the favorite at the moment.
No, for sure, the protagonist, or antagonist, excuse me.
Yes, antagonist, yeah. But today, so we're filming or recording this early, but today, technically, when this is coming out, is election day. So that's absolutely terrifying.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Literally nightmare. I voted on the first day you could early vote. So I voted like a long time ago. I know you early voted too, didn't you?
Yes, I most definitely did. But also, wait, we got to go back. We didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh.
So,
I'm Cee Cee.
And I'm Ken, and welcome to...
Yikes.
And of course, we're delayed even on our intro. So yikes. Very much so. But yes.
Welcome back.
Yes,
anyway,
fast forward back to where we were.
Yes.
I got to vote early, which was a very nice little moment.
And this was your first time voting in a presidential election, yes?
Yes, indeed it was. Thank you. It kind of sucked that the election last year fell a little bit before I turned 18, because it's not like this train wreck was not visible the first time around. We all saw it, sis. I just simply could not exercise my right to vote.
Yeah.
But since then, that has changed. So, Donnie, you got a storm coming.
Oh, I sure do hope so. Big old blue tsunami. Fingers crossed, but we'll find out. I remember I voted in the last election because I'm old. And I remember election night sitting in my best friend's dorm room with my roommate, her roommate, and some friends. And first of all, my roommate back then voted for the third party candidate. I don't even remember who he was. That's how irrelevant he was. And I told her that, and she cried. But I would do it again. Because it was
Period.
And I cried. I cried so much. As soon as I saw what was about to happen, I cried, and I was like, I have to go. I'm going to bed. I left the party. The party was over.
No, literally. It was such a fast decline, of my hope in my mind, watching the numbers roll in, and I'm like, it's okay, I'll just wait for the big states, the big states will save it, it's fine. And then when I went to bed, it was not fine, and I was like, but I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be okay. I literally remember rolling over my bed and checking and being like, I'm just gonna go back to bed, I pretend I do not see it, because wow. And then school the next day, that was a whole moment.
I have never seen Carolina's campus so quiet.
Talk about mourning, literally.
I wasn't there when we lost the national championship in 2016, and we won it in 2017. But we lost by a buzzer beater in 2016. And everybody said the day after that was the quietest day they'd ever seen. And then I remember talking to people the day after Trump won in 2016, and they were like, this is the second quietest day at Carolina.
Literally, no words, just crying. No. That's all.
Yeah, literally. I have this great video of me where I'm crying and then just face palm. But it's that's exactly how I felt too. It was tragic. So, knock on wood.
That's exactly how we're gonna feel if this happens again. So let's avoid that, everybody.
Yeah, and I just please, if you haven't voted, this is going out early in the morning. So if you haven't voted and you hear this, please go and do it.
Do that right now. Pause or take us with you.
Take us with you. Yeah, take us with you.
There's gonna be a line, so you can listen to it.
Listen to us live. That's cute, actually. Oh my God, maybe that's how we'll pub this. Hey, listen to us in the polls. Talk about who even knows what else we're gonna get into.
Yes, for real. But also, even though this is coming out later, you know what is very relevant now? Miss Ariana Grande and Positions. She just dropped that this Friday. That was
I saw you were so lit for it, you and everyone in your house.
Yes, that was a moment in history for sure. And the video was also political, which was very surprising. No one was expecting her to go that route,
Right.
like with the video. So that was very interesting to see. But I would like to see a woman in the office, is all I have to say. Like,
Wouldn't we
uh,
all?
talk about
Wouldn't
all
we
my
all?
problems being fixed.
Yes, mommy is here to fix you. It's okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that would be great. But who even knows when that'll happen at this point? I'm just so tired of old white guys.
Yeah.
Like, why are there so many?
It's almost like there's literally no requirement for that. Like,
No.
you can be half of that age and still run for president. Like, I don't,
Right. You
you
don't have to
know,
be 80 years old. You really
yeah.
don't have to.
Literally.
Anyways, moving on from that, because if we talk about that too much more, I'm going to get really stressed out again, and I don't want to go there.
And it's election day. You guys don't want to hear about it anymore.
No, just do. Don't think, just do.
Just do, babe. Just do.
That's it. What else is there? I can't stop touching my hair because I straighten my hair because I'm getting my hair cut today. And when I straighten my hair, it's like a big event, and I feel pretty. What did I say? Kim Kardashian's Native American cousin. But like I'm living for that energy.
The middle part is very much doing it for me.
Thank you.
But have you decided like what you want to do?
So I put on my Snapchat story last night, like, okay, should I like, just have a crisis and like cut all my hair off, or should I just get a trim like I was planning on? And I really was thinking like I might end up with some bangs or something ridiculous like that. I'm just feeling, I know we've already talked about it. We've already talked about it, but you know what? I was ready to do it. I was ready to do it. And well, there's this one picture of Zendaya where she has this wig and the bangs. I've showed it to you. I know I have. But she's got this curly wig and she's got these bangs, and her curls and the wig actually looks exactly like my hair. So I was thinking, well, maybe I could do that. But then I straightened it this morning and I was like, I don't think I'm ready to let her go. I've been growing it for so long. It is so long now. And I really want to see how far I can go. So I don't think I'm going to do anything to it other than cut off the parts that are dead. But it made me think, like, what other fun things could I do? I think if my hair wasn't curly, like if my hair looked like this all the time, I would be a lot more bold with my haircuts. But because it is already so unpredictable what it is going to look like from day to day, I do not want to add an additional layer of unpredictability. That's just stress. That's just more anxiety. That's just more opportunity for me to wake up ugly. Like, that's it.
Literally. And we don't need another reason to be depressed in the morning.
No.
Not another one. Not. And the other thing about like your hair is just like, especially like girls with long hair, like if you cut it, that is essentially another commitment. Like, oh yeah. Like that is saying like, I will be satisfied with short hair until it grows back long. Like you just have to be like that forever. Is yeah, and it literally. So it's like that, and then there's that middle range where you're just like, I don't know what I can do with it. It can't go in a ponytail. It can't do this. It's just like, just avoid that, babe. Yeah. Get a wig. You can flick up your hair every day. Like
I literally want a wig so badly.
If you got a wig, what color and what would you get?
So I kind of want to wear a wig for Halloween. I don't really know yet. I really kind of want like a black kind of bobbish kind of moment, like straight black bob. I want kind of my hair, but in a different hairstyle. Cause like, I really like the color of my hair. I like the texture it is when it's straight. I like the vibe, but I mean, I obviously don't want to cut it. And speaking of the middle part, like the middle length zone, I have like a triangle head when I do that. Like I literally look like, what is that character from like Hey Arnold? It's not cute. It's not like a good look. And I don't want to do that again. And in 2018, fall of 2018, I cut my hair to like here-ish. And it has taken me 2 years to grow it healthy this long. Like that is, I can't commit to that again.
No, not into your relationship with your hair. It's too long.
But it just takes freaking forever. Like it takes forever to grow long hair, and then to grow long curly hair, it's like so much worse.
Literally. And I would just like to say that I think wigs are literally one of the best creations on this planet. I could watch a wig video every day of my life and sustain me. Like they're that great. And I don't even wear wigs, but I just think they're so cool. And the fact that like where literally technology is so crazy. Like they are getting so advanced, like bitch, they are almost unclockable at this point.
Really? And if you
Like
know how to lay one properly, then it
oh
truly is
yes.
unclockable.
And
Like
it is
no one will
at
know.
that point, it is your hair, baby. You own that. You bought it. You put it on your head. You spent 2 hours
Yes.
attaching it. Like that grew from your scalp, and I believe you. I
That
do.
is what I used to say whenever I did pageants, and these nosy girls would be like, "Oh my God, is your hair real?" Of course it fucking wasn't. It was touching my ass. Like I was 12 and it was down past my butt. Of course it was not real. And my mom, whenever they would say, "Oh, is that your hair?" My mom told me to always say, "Yeah, because it is my hair. We bought it."
Period.
They don't need to know that we stuck something
Yeah.
else on there. It's my hair. We bought it. So
Yes,
mind
I
your
own
business.
it. Do you? No. Is it your
No.
hair? It's not.
No.
It's mine. It's my hair. Literally. Period.
Yeah, but that being said, I think I'm gonna go to the wig store. It's called Beauty World, and
Oh,
that
I
oh my
love a good
gosh,
beauty world.
I freaking love Beauty World more than any place on the planet. If I could move to any other planet, it would be Beauty World.
Beauty world, literally. Oh my gosh.
Like it is just floor to ceiling, anything that you could want. And they're just, and you know how much I love like skulls and heads and shit. And so there's just
There's a
heads
million of
everywhere,
those.
heads
Wigs
everywhere, wigs everywhere.
everywhere.
I love it.
Yes. Yes. And some of them may look like a Brillo pad. That's
That's okay.
okay.
There's
That's
so many other ones to choose from.
okay. Yes, for sure.
But
And I used to love when my mom would take me in them when I was like younger. And I would just like be like, oh my gosh, I really want one of these wigs. How am I, an 8-year-old boy, going to get one of these? And I use my grandma's, period.
yes, as you should.
Yes.
I love that place though. I'm gonna go and get one. I don't really know what I'm gonna be for Halloween. Like I said, I want to wear like a short black wig. I thought about being the girl from Pulp Fiction, but that's kind of boring. I also have never done like a scandalous Halloween costume of any kind. And I, first of all, for Halloween, me and my bubble are going to Trolley Pub around downtown. We officially booked it and everything. So we're going to do our little drink and ride around the city. So that'll be really cute. So people will actually see me, even though they'll be far away, but they'll like see me down the street. So like I need to look good. Absolutely. So I was like, I could be something boring, like a vampire. Last year I was a heart eyes emoji, and that honestly was a good costume. The year before that, I was a boxer, which was boring, but I actually used to be a boxer. So I just wore my old uniform and gave myself a black eye. But that was, I mean, I guess kind of fun. But now I'm like, I kind of want to do something really good, but I've got like no ideas.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Check my Instagram because I'm going to have been something by this time. So go find out and see what it was. It's either good or bad, but it won't be ugly.
Yeah, pure. I've just accepted. I mean, I feel like every year Halloween is just simply for the pigs. But I feel like this year it is literally just for the pigs because that is all everyone's going to see. So I'm fine with admitting that. And I just wanted something that I was going to photograph well. And update from last week. No, I have not started on that costume that I promised I was going to start on last week.
You're literally going to be naked.
But I bought fabric. It is sitting on my couch right now. So I'm hoping that at some point I will be compelled or feel compelled to make a garment. We'll see.
You can turn into a Greek god if you can't. Just drape it over yourself.
But I was that last year. And
you were actually.
yeah, I can't do a repeat. No. But I mean, and I also deleted that picture off my Instagram because I realized my arms were super fucking scrawny. I was like, this is not Zeus. This is Zeus's baby. So yeah, you guys can't see that. There's no photographic evidence of it ever occurring.
Yeah, there's no photographic evidence of mine.
Stay tuned to see what I am this year. It'll be a surprise for us all.
Check our Instagrams at Cee Cee Huffman and at Ken.Davis.
How dare you not know my handle?
I can't remember. I can't remember people's names.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We can talk about that after you give them your handle. What is it?
Ken.Davis.
That is literally what I just said. Are you joking?
I just wanted to make a point. That's all. You stuttered. You stuttered.
Oh, I'm just impressed I remember that at all. I can't remember anyone's name. I can't do it to save my life. You can tell me your name over and over and over again. And until I've met you 3, 4, 5, 6 times, I will not remember your name. I just can't do it. It's also really bad for the business that we're in. And I'm really trying to get better. But imagine if I can't remember somebody's name, imagine what the rest of my brain is like.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, on that same note, like, information, I don't know, like, I feel like it's gotten worse also. Like, I am just simply incapable of retaining any information. Like, if I'm speaking to someone, like, that message is literally in and out of the
Yeah,
ears. Like, not even on purpose. Like, I will respond to you, and it'll be like a true response of me, like, understanding. But as far as remembering it, babe, I'm sorry, it's in the past. It's
it's
gone.
gone. Yeah.
I do not have enough mental space to hold on to it.
I think part of that comes with doing everything online because you can always look back at it. You don't really have to remember as much anymore. And so because of that, like your memory doesn't have to be as good. That's what I'm going to blame it on because I did online school in middle school. So I'm probably just like the really far progression of that disease. Because it is truly tragic. And I try so hard. Although I also think it's just in my genes because my brother can't remember anybody's name either. My brother went to school with the same people for like 6 years and still would not know what their name was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just have other priorities. We got space up here for other things.
For real. Well, not even really. I honestly, most of the time, feel like my brain is that SpongeBob meme of him like with his entire brain on fire, and they're just like all these little SpongeBob running around like in the file cabinets. Like that's literally my brain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot going up there.
I've been trying to put myself in like a better routine to do that. I always say that, but I really always try and I always struggle. But this morning I woke up at 6:30 a.m. and went to the gym. And you remember I was on my peak when I was doing that shit.
Yes.
So I'm
you
hoping
were
I can get back.
Working out, meditating, working, like all of it.
I got to get the meditation back on, but that is when I'm at my peak, when I like wake up early in the morning and start my day. But I also I hate going to sleep. Like I hate going to sleep so much. Like I don't know what I think I'm going to miss. I don't know what I think is going to happen if I don't if I go to sleep. I mean, nothing. I know that, but I feel like I have FOMO for that. Just keeps me from
No, I feel that. It's like, why do I have to spend like a fourth of every single day, like just with my eyes closed? Like that is just, can we do a power nap and keep it moving?
Right. Like I have so many other things to do.
Yes.
And if, I don't want to waste it sleeping.
If I never went to sleep, then it would like that whole struggle of getting up would never exist.
And all the fun things you could do with that extra time.
Yes. So much.
If
Truly.
if I could never sleep, I would. I wonder why we haven't evolved past that. I don't know. I mean, not in Twilight, but I have no idea. Maybe I'll be a vampire for Halloween. Then I
super
can
simple, super easy.
Yeah, and then I can wear my wig. Maybe I could be a Twilight vampire. Then I could make it more than just a vampire. But I feel like I could give big vampire energy.
How would you make yourself a Twilight vampire? How would that be any different?
They just have characters in Twilight. I could just say I was one of those girls.
I don't want to be one of those girls.
I don't either. I've only seen it once because my roommate a while ago made me watch it. But I didn't quite get the energy. Speaking of, you want to go and then I'll tell you the story.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I have not seen the full series, never understood the hype in high school, or in middle school or whatever. But then rewatching it or watching the first one at least, I was like, so y'all were simping over this?
Yeah.
And also Bella was just annoying as fuck. I was girl, really I cannot with this. Pick a side,
Yeah, you know how I am. Either do it or don't. Stop.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, so I have to sit here and watch you do this? No, ma'am. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, which is really funny and exciting. So when I moved out of my last apartment, there's this about 9-foot tall mirror that came with it, and I stole it. I hope they never did it. I didn't steal it. And maybe it didn't come with it. I don't know. There's this 9-foot tall mirror that just happened to be in my apartment. And I just decided to take it with me on accident when we left. Anyways, I told my roommate about this accident because she left way before me. I had no idea that had happened. And she was like, what? No, you didn't. I was like, yes. And I sent her a video. I said, here it is in my house. Look at it. And here she is. Right back here. Just vibing.
And she is truly the best mirror I've ever seen. She deserved to be in Cee Cee's house. I don't think y'all understand. When this mirror, it just simply had to go with her.
It
It
did.
simply did.
It belongs to me. Talk about some sort of witchy vampire spiritness that I was called to it, and it couldn't leave my side.
Yes. And also on that kind of same witchy note, me and my best friend Ren, are seriously beginning to think that we might just be witches. You know, we were
I
going to
love that.
pretend to be witches for Halloween, but what if that's just actually our lives? I don't know, like our like psychic power has been getting stronger as we get closer to Halloween. So I don't know what that's about,
Who knows?
but we literally be predicting shit for sure. I can't come
My
up with any ideas right now, but it
That's
happens.
okay. You can't ask for it. Like
Exactly.
my mom used to always say my Aunt Patsy was psychic, and my Aunt Patsy died the week that I was born. So she also always says that I'm like the reincarnation of her. I think I've mentioned this before. And so sometimes I'll have these moments where I'm like, I've literally seen this before. Like I know exactly what's about to happen next. Like, and it's not like I can remember where I was when I thought about it the last time, you know, like you just kind of think about something. It's like, that's weird. Like, am I just daydreaming about something again? And then like word for word, that thing happens, like could be weeks, months, days, whatever later. And then you're like, that's funny. So like, am I psychic? Is that real? You know, I don't believe in that kind of shit. Like, I feel like
I
we
don't
exist and that's about
know.
it. But sometimes when that happens, I'm really like, should I buy some crystals or something?
No,
Like,
literally.
what's the deal? What have you and Ren been predicting? What's the power been like? Can you give me an
Um,
example?
So, well, I know like a good example. So, like, as like this month has gone on, we've been talking about this because I'll just like say things or like think things, and then like within like the next day or so, like that'll be like without us saying anything to each other, and then we're like suddenly thinking the same thing. But it's been
Mm-hmm.
weird as we go on, like things like have begun to like gotten closer, where like I'll say something like right before Ren will, or
Mm-hmm.
like what we're thinking, and like last night it was just we were at dinner and there was like nowhere specifically on the menu for like a side of fried rice, but we were getting sushi, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was weird. I just like literally said word for word like what she was looking for
Mm-hmm.
without her having said anything, and she was like
That's
what just
spooky.
happened? You must have read my mind. It seems like such a small thing, but it was definitely a very Twilight Zone moment when it happened.
You feel very powerful.
Yes, for sure.
If you could have a superpower, which one would you choose?
um to teleport, period.
I was just about to say that.
Psychic.
That I feel like it changes sometimes. Like the one that I really want. For a while, I really wanted to be stretchy. I just thought that would be kind of like Elastigirl moment. But teleporting is by far the most effective, I feel like, and useful superpower I could have for my life right now.
I
Like
agree.
if I were to get into a fighting situation too, I could just teleport somewhere else. And then it's like, oh well, how are they gonna get me now? But like
Literally. It would
I think,
solve all of your problems. And also, I hate car rides and just
yeah,
like waiting for things. So, like, I would love to just teleport there and like not have to deal with it. That would literally be the greatest thing ever. I would pay a lot of money for someone to figure out a way for me to do that.
me too.
Or to shapeshift. That's like my second one, I would say. Because I feel like
I
you can shapeshift into anything, you know?
Yeah. I think that would be kind of freaky because you could like shapeshift into your friends and like
Or like
think
into
about
a
all the tea.
key.
Oh my
And
god, that's spooky. What is
you
it?
know?
Isn't there a girl in Sky High who could shapeshift? Isn't that
Yes.
spooky?
No, it was a guy. He could like shape or make. Yeah,
He turned into
no.
a gerbil at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait. I think that was a girl. There was a guy who could turn into like slime or like a puddle or
Oh yeah, I
something.
liked him.
But yes, I actually rewatched that movie because that was like the peak of my like childhood, and it does not hold up at all, which is really sad because I
I
loved it.
disagree because I think that you can look at it through the same eyes, but it's still a really good concept and a very funny movie. And the way they executed it was exactly the way it needed to be executed. You know what I mean? So like you don't
Yeah,
look at it like, oh my God, this is real and incredible. Like when you're an adult, you're like, that looks not quite right. But it's still like, I think it still holds up. It's just a different experience.
true. And I rewatched The Addams Family the other day as well. And I felt like that didn't hold up either. But maybe I'm just holding things to too much of a high standard. I'm beginning to realize that in a lot of facets of my life.
Oh, yikes. That's honestly like yikes, actually. But like true though, like I kind of get that as well. But
yeah.
What's another example of that as of late? Do you have one?
Not one for the public to hear.
Ooh, we'll have to have another conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the premium subscription, ladies.
Oh my God. Well, I can't wait to find out.
For sure.
I think my standards are always generally too high, but I kind of like it that way because I feel like people expect me to hold myself to that standard, which I like having that kind of energy. And it just makes it very disappointing when other people don't do it too.
Yes, exactly. I think a very good example that I can share would just be like coworkers. Yeah. And that is just like because
you always have something to say about work.
Because it's like, y'all, just to understand, I feel like it's just like not hard to ask people to just be good at their job. Like it's simply not, because
how did you get it if you can't be good at it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it doesn't change from the day to day, baby. It's the same thing. Like at some point you would think you would have to learn. Like, why am I still walking you through things? Like you are just making my job more difficult. And see, that is why I have just stopped showing up and above and beyond at work, because then bosses expect you to do more. Right. And no, you get the bare minimum out of me. You get my job description. That is what I will give you. A lot of people will not even give them that. So, but I just feel like that's just my opinion. And it's not really
it's my opinion.
Yeah.
No, that's I get that. I feel like at certain jobs, there's no point in doing more. Like a job like at a store, there's just show up, get done what you need to get done and leave. But at least do that, because otherwise everyone just doesn't like you. And that's not a good time for anyone involved. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone else. It's just not good.
Agreed.
And it's so easy.
It's that simple. It is that simple.
I feel like though I'm always the person who does way too much when it comes to work. But also, I think I just get so bored with doing the same thing all the time that I will go above and beyond just to go
accidentally,
elsewhere. Just to go elsewhere. Yeah.
Literally. Like I'm not even meaning to show off or anything. I'm simply just trying to keep myself sane. Right. That is all I'm doing.
I just need something else to do.
Yeah.
Because if I do the same thing all the time, I just start to I don't even know. I just get so bored.
It becomes mundane, like fast as fuck. And I'm like, and especially I'm going to need I feel like once I'm in my full career, whatever I'm planning on doing, I'll definitely have to do that, just because baby, you're going to be there for a 30 years. That is the system, love. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, I hope not. I hope that I am at a point to where I'm just rich and retire early. I don't know how it happens, but I would like that.
Heavy on that part. Yeah. Because also there's going to be no retirement fund when we are that old. So we better figure out something.
That doesn't even seem real to me anyway at this point. It doesn't seem like Social Security. I get that they take the money out of my checks and whatever, but for some reason, because I can't see it, I just feel like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But so I guess that's good, because I don't know what I'm missing, because I literally don't think about it at all. But anyways, I need to get my nails done again. They're still green and black and purple and black, and I'm kind of over it at this point.
You have to at least wait until Halloween.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then I was thinking about maybe I just want them to do them all black, because I feel like, I don't know, this was a fun little moment, but I get so tired of colors like that so quickly. I did, however, buy a shirt last night that would match these perfectly, so maybe I'll bring them back sometime. I also bought some denim jeans with flames on them.
Ooh, from where?
Flames on the bottom. Adidas style, I think is how you say it.
Oh my God, I just got some really sick pants from there.
I love their stuff. Yeah. And then I got these big, they're wide leg jeans they have hearts spray painted on the front, which is kind of sick. So I hope my ass fits into those. But I bought the skinnier ones in a large, and I'm going to get Connor to take them in if they're too big. Because I'll be cycling now. Who knows? I might be really Kardashian's Native American cousin.
Speaking of cycling, I really want to get back into it. I missed my little like mom and spin class moment. That was
It's so fun.
truly just so fun. And now that I've been going to like Namu, which is a place in Durham, it's right beside a place called the Sweat Lab, which is like a cycle studio. And I always hear them out there like just going. And I'm just like, wow, that could really be me. And I looked up the classes online and I didn't realize how expensive they were.
That's where I started.
Really?
I
I
use
feel
this
like I
thing
should just bite
called
the bullet and do it. I need someone to force me to do it. Like
yeah,
I do. I
and
just
that's
simply need it.
it's like you get somebody to get you addicted to it, and then you can't stop. But I did this thing called ClassPass, which not sponsored, but they do sponsor people, and I was a very loyal ClassPass ho because I put all my friends on it so we could go. And basically, you get a certain number of credits per month depending on how much you pay. And then each class at any studio anywhere is like a certain number of credits, and you can just use them wherever. And you can use them at the sweat lab. The only thing that's bad about it is because like you don't like sign up through them. If a class like fills up, you don't get to access it because you're like you're like the filler people.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go, all the freaking time, like 5:45 a.m. during the week, Saturday mornings, like all these different times. And I loved it there. But I will say, now I'm doing this Peloton stuff. And I love the Peloton moment because I can just get on there and take a class of any kind, anytime, whatever I want, at the touch of a finger, But Sweat Lab was like on crack. Like that place, I thought that was normal cycling. Oh my God, absolutely not. Because I'll be on like Peloton, I'll be like, oh, this says it's like 9.4. Geez, I better like strap in all the way. Like it's gonna take me out. No. Like compared to a Peloton, like 9.4 on a Peloton is like a 5 on a Sweat Lab class.
Oh, geez.
But I loved it because it was like you had to focus on just doing so much that you forgot that you were tired.
Yeah.
And
I also
that.
I didn't realize like how much like goes into cycling. Like you were not just riding that bike, baby. You were doing choreo. You were going up, down, side to side, like literally fully.
Yes.
It is the moment, y'all. Get on that cycling stuff.
It's so fun. It's like dancing and running all at the same time.
Yes.
And it's really exciting. And I did that this morning at 6:30 because I am a grown woman with her life together. That's not true, but I'm going to try.
Wow. This morning I was thinking, you are becoming a grown man. It's time for you to stop eating drive-through food as your main source and your only meal of the day. Like that is not okay. And it's becoming hard to come to terms with because I just simply do not like cooking. And it's not even the cooking that does it for me. It's really the dishes. Like
I hate doing dishes.
I would pay someone to do my dishes. I literally hate it so much. I don't want to put them in the dishwasher. I don't want to do them before, during, or after. They just suck at all times of the day. Like I just don't want to do it.
That's my least favorite chore. I think I don't mind putting them in the dishwasher as much, even though as I hate unloading the dishwasher. Like I hate unloading the dishwasher. Like it drives me absolutely insane. So I get that. But I think that you will feel so much better. And you already look great eating fast food all the time. So imagine how good you would look if you didn't.
You're right.
You can only get better. What did you have this morning?
I had a quesadilla from Namu.
Oh yeah, that's not fast food though.
Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't say like all my meals are like fast food, but I just don't like. I will buy any. I don't have a problem dropping some coin on some food. Like I will do it any and every meal.
Yeah, honestly, I would too if I had the funds. But I mean, I kind of do buy $1 for them on clothes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But tonight I'm making like spaghetti, which I haven't made in a while. I've weirdly missed like the 5 things that my mom knows how to cook since I haven't been at my mom's house, which is funny to me. Her boyfriend is like such a good cook. So when I go there now, he's always cooking something delicious and that's awesome. But my mom could cook like 5 meals. She hates cooking. She's terrible at it. And she makes a spaghetti though. So I'm making me some spaghetti for dinner. It's going to be so good. This morning, I made myself a egg pesto cheese breakfast sandwich moment. I literally felt like Gordon Ramsay. And I was like,
that sounds good.
Yes.
I love some pesto. Oh my gosh. So good.
You can put it on anything too, and it's always good.
Truly.
But I think that I had a lot easier time of not being able to eat like fast food or eat out as much anymore because I'm allergic to so many things. So now if I want something that like anybody else could just like go and get, like I couldn't eat a quesadilla. Like if I want a quesadilla, I have to make a quesadilla. Yeah. And I honestly feel like that has been very good for me. Like very good for me because it's just forced me to have to figure out how to be capable. Because if I want something to eat, like you best believe I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
But if I can't get it, then I guess I'm going to have to figure it out.
I do not wish something to force me to have to do that, but that probably will be the only way.
Well, if I could give you my allergy, I would, but I don't think you want it.
No, I don't.
I could really go for a good bagel. That's the only thing I really miss. I can't find a good bagel.
I love a bagel. Let me tell you, any type of bagel, blueberry bagel, just a regular bagel, savory bagel, sweet bagel. They're all good. Whoever invented the bagel and whoever invented toast, more specifically.
Toast is just cooked bread.
Well, whoever invented the toaster deserves an award. I just like whoever decided that, yes, this bread is cooked, but let me warm it more. That like toast tastes completely different.
Take it a step further.
Yeah, like literally, you know what? Like, yeah, add some spicy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I never really eat toast that much, but gluten-free bread is kind of, you've got to put something on it. You don't want to eat it by itself. It's not worth it.
But speaking of toast, that reminds me of Hot, which reminds me of Hot Girl Summer, which reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion.
That was a long train.
Yeah, I said, I'm just going to piggyback and then catapult and then jump off of the cliff until we get to this point. I just
dive in.
Yes. I just wanted to take a moment to just talk about female rappers because I just feel like that is the moment of 2020. We have definitely gotten some very good music and some very good new and upcoming artists that way. And I think it's just very interesting how at the beginning of the decade, there was one girl dominating the entire, like she was basically doing all of the work for women in rap.
Right.
Miss Nicki Minaj. Yes, I am a Barb. But yeah, she like held that position as queen of rap for like a very long time, and we deserved her. Yeah, that's like she deserves all the credit that she gets. But I am living for the moment with so many girls in rap because I feel like rap was honestly made for women. They sound so much better than the bare minimum that men do on tracks, and they just serve us so much more.
I agree. There's so much more animation in like a female rapper's voice that can just do like this. Like I love male rappers too. Don't get me wrong. Like I listen to a lot of male rappers as well, but there's something about like I don't know, the energy. Like I can listen to a male rapper in the background, but I listen to a female rapper when I'm about to do something.
Yes, serious. Like I want to hear, the song. And it's just like the versatility, like you said, like in their voices, like these girls are coming out with characters, with personas. They're giving us full productions. And then the music videos, like even just their looks, like you never, like Miss Doja Cat. Like
I was just about to say Doja Cat. Oh my God.
When does she ever look the same? When does she ever service the same? She's always doing something different. And I just think that's so commendable. It makes it like, it's just so much more impressive to me. Like, wow.
It's like the same girl, but it's also like 12 different girls at the same time.
Yes.
And they'll sing you a really great hook in addition to doing every other verse. So like
talk about strap energy. Like, yes, that is BDE right there. Like
really. I have a peep in my dresser.
Yes.
I love her.
Do you have a favorite female rapper?
Honestly, right now, it's probably either, this is a really tough question. Just by the sheer amount of how much I listen to them, it's probably either Megan or Doja. Easily.
Period.
Because I feel like you can't, like, Megan Thee Stallion has just been destroying it recently. Like, everything that she comes out with is huge. Like, WAP. Her verse on WAP is just like insane. It makes the
Yes.
entire song. Like the other song, the rest of the song's great. Don't get me wrong, you know, but her verse.
And you know which one we're talking about. Even though she has two, you know which verse we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes. It's just like, that good.
Yeah. And everyone knows it. Even people who don't listen to her and people who don't necessarily like it. Like Connor hears me sing it or hears me play it all the time. He knows the verse. He hates it because it stresses. He just doesn't like music that's quite that graphic. But he knows it. Like everyone knows it. Household name. Gobble me slow. Yeah. I won't go any further.
That little tangly bang in the back of my throat. Yes.
It's so good.
I would say it's a very difficult question. I don't know why I asked you because I don't really have an answer. But first of all, I will say, no, we do not pit women against each other. But that still means that we can make comparisons. I mean, you know, like comparisons are fine. Like it's not that deep. Like I'm not saying there's not space for them both in the industry. But Megan and Doja.
What is this like really friendly like little disclaimer?
I'm not trying to get canceled.
It's just an opinion.
That's true. That's true. I think Megan and Doja are both like just so good. It's so difficult because they're
very different as well.
Yes, they are very different. And I love Megan's personality for sure. Like I love her energy. I love that she is in college. I love that like she's just doing the damn thing. Mm-hmm. However, I think Doja has more versatility in her music.
And that's why all of her songs are hits because they all sound so different. And even just her in the song sounds so different. Like you could easily see there's different people.
For sure. Like, and I love her flow. I love Megan's flow too, but I just think I get a little more from Doja and I see her being able to like take that a lot of places.
Yeah.
Far from now. And yeah. So that's just, but also, I mean, like, I got to give it to Miss Nicki Minaj. Like, she is that girl, but I do not condone the problematicness. Okay. No. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I now have other female rappers in the game. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's like, I feel bad about that sometimes too. And my friends and I are always like, we got to just separate the art from the artist at a certain point. Cause like Kanye is a mess. Like he's clearly got a lot going on. But he's also just got a lot of mental health issues that he just needs to combat. Like he needs to just try and help himself with that. But he's done a lot of problematic things. But like Bound 2 will set me off. The whole like the Life of Pablo album will set me off. Yeezus, Graduation. Yeah. Like I don't know how to cut it. I can't cut it out of my life. I just love it.
I like never had that big of a connection with Kanye. I know he has some good bops, Flashing Lights, period. Yeah. And I don't know. It's just a very I think cancel culture is very like weird. Just also because I think what makes it different is like we do not know these people like personally. Like we only get to see like part of the story, you know? Like you just said, like Kanye West, like there's a lot of mental stuff going on there as well. Like, not saying that condones it, but it does add like a level of
like you understand at a certain point that this is part of the issue, you know?
Yeah.
Like when he says some of the things, you're like, okay, well, he's clearly like in this kind of manic zone.
Yeah.
And we could use some help with that. But I don't know. I feel like cancel culture, I think this goes back to how I wanted to go to law school and my mom's in law school right now. I think that until I can have hard evidence of somebody doing something that tells me, okay, this is wrong and this was bad, then I'm not really going to cancel them. And it also just kind of depends on the severity. Like, you know, you shouldn't get sent to jail for like a petty drug charge, right? Like how long are you in prison for what you've been canceled for? You know, like mental prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like at a certain point, where's the statute of limitations? When do we forgive? Because I also think that people can grow. And it's honestly, I hate the fact that we live in a time now where we think that just because somebody did something wrong once, we should cancel them, never talk to them again, assume that they're terrible. Like that's such a bad way to be because that doesn't give people any motivation to want to change or want to become better. I think that's just, I mean, I get it to a degree, but at the same time, like you have to remember that these artists are people too. and they're not just performers for you or characters on a TV show that you don't want to see anymore. So
yeah, and also that like the character that you're seeing presented is a lot of times not that person. Like you were just saying, like that is a persona that has been created. That
you think JoJo Siwa is really like that all the time?
Yeah, no, it's something profitable. I mean, Ariana has said it. Like she said, her ponytail. Like when she put, like she said, if you can dress up as someone for like a costume for Halloween, that is a character.
Right.
She said Ariana Grande is a character. Like that is not who she is. And I think that like a lot of artists are the same way. Like obviously you have to make yourself like sellable and marketable. So we don't even really know these people for who they really are. Yeah. So I don't know. It's really weird. I feel like it's hard because I will say like I have participated in cancel culture. I do think some people deserve to be canceled. But it just again is so like situation based. Right. And it's based on how that person reacts to it. It's based on how many times something has happened. Right. And just the situation in general. So I guess it's like hard to like have a real stance on it. But I agree. Like people simply will not change if you don't allow them to. Yeah. So,
and if somebody like puts forth some sort of effort to like want to be better, then that's great. But going like back to your point too about like how Ariana Grande is a character, like how JoJo Siwa is like, I mean, she's definitely just like a normal 17-year-old girl, but she has made this industry off of this image of herself that she, of course, should capitalize on, as she should. Like the girl is raking in so much money. Yes. And she literally, I don't even think she can vote. Like she's just that powerful. But you also have to, just to compare it to yourself, like how often are you 100% yourself all of the time, right? When you go out into the world or when you're around certain groups of people, you make sure you present yourself in the way that you want to be, you know, like seen. And so you have to think like if on such a small scale, you do that in your day to day, imagine what it's like to have to present yourself in front of this massive group of people, like literally the entire world. Like that's got to be really stressful. There's no way anyone can be 100% themselves in that circumstance. Yeah. And
because either way, like no matter how you frame yourself, like there are going to be people who don't like you. There are going to be people who are spending their time like talking shit about you, trying to find out.
Like same for normal people. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So you just gotta do your own thing, boo.
Yeah, you really, that's something that I've truly realized. I realize it so often, but like every time I like catch myself, you know, caring, I realize like, okay, Cee Cee, you really have to remember, like you really like just be yourself. You're the only one who matters at the end of the day. Like that is, why would you want to be anybody else? Because if they don't like you for who you are, you don't want to like them. That's not worth your time.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's just exhausting. Exhausting.
Truly.
It's like putting in that Ariana Grande ponytail all day, every day. She doesn't even do that.
No. And you know, she must have a headache. Oof.
Yes. Oh my God.
Her poor scalp.
Yeah, but JoJo Siwa has poor scalp too.
I know. We've seen.
Yes.
Poor girl. But I want some of her coin. I would be bald if that would give me the money to it. Yes, literally. Wigs. Yeah, she doesn't care. She's like, by the time that she's gonna need a wig, do you know how advanced they will be? They could probably make permanent ones. Like,
oh my God, you can do like hair transplants and stuff now that like work really well, which is kind of insane. I watched a YouTube video about it. Came on after a wig video, actually, about this guy getting like a hair transplant, and they took hair from like the back of his head. I think Jeffree Star did it too, and like Manny MUA, they both did it because they had like weird hairlines. But they just like filled in the top of their head with hair from the back of their head. I don't even know how it worked, to be quite honest. Because, you know, I don't like blood and stuff. So I didn't watch the whole video. But it seems, I skipped to the end and the before and after looked pretty good.
Interesting.
I don't know how long it could grow, though. Because talk about a long time to get your hair to grow. If you got all that transplanted, that would be exhausting. I literally look like my mother. That's terrifying. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways. Well, that. Oh,
actually, rude.
Okay,
no, we're at 49 minutes. We're gonna leave you with a fashion tip.
Yeah, I forgot about your fashion tip. I'm so sorry.
Yes, and
I'm canceled. I forgot. Cee Cee cuts Ken off. She's canceled.
That's gonna be a thumbnail, please. No, okay. So, fashion tip of the week is accessorize.
Yes.
And by that, I mean in any way, shape, or form. But accessories can make or break an outfit for sure.
Absolutely.
And it really can take like just, a boring outfit to like the next level simply by adding a chain or one or more than one. I feel like chains are very in right now. So you can kind of go ham with it. Earrings too, they make like such a big difference. So like, don't leave your house without something on. Rings, all of those little things, they add up for real.
Yes, so. I agree. I think that we shouldn't cut it off then because anyways, we're also going to have to cut part of it out. So we have a little bit of time. But I think we should go through what our personal daily like staples are because I pretty much wear the same ones every day. I think you change it up a little bit more than I do, but I like my staples a lot.
What are your staples?
Well, I have my class ring, which thank God does not look like a class ring. And then I have this little diamond that my pop gave me. Cute. And then I have this $7 band from a freaking light years. This one actually is a wild card. The middle finger on the right hand. I have a couple of different rings. Some of them are real. Some of them are like toys that I kind of just switch out depending on the day. This is the one I normally go with because it's the cheapest. I don't want to screw up one of the expensive ones. Mm-hmm. And then I found this little gold silver bracelet thing. Right? It's kind of like your grandma's bracelet, but that's because it quite literally was my grandma's bracelet. But she gave it to me a while ago and I have been wearing it, but like I'm kind of here for it.
It's really cute. I really want some ice on my wrist. That's what I need to do.
Apple Watch so I can remind myself of scam.
Yes. Okay, see, I have debated on whether or not I should get an Apple Watch just because I like I like Apple Watches. I just like, I don't know if I vibe with like the screen. I love like the gold and the silver, but my mom was like, you can change the band.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so true. And I guess like I should just get over it and get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to watch. I don't really, like you said, I feel like I switch mine up pretty much every day. Mm-hmm. But I feel like my staples, I have this ring on this side. It's like a moon and like a moonstone.
That's cute.
Got it from Light Years. Very cute. And then I have like another one. It's got like a little pattern. It's almost like a little crown type moment, which I really am into too. So I wear those pretty much every day, which I kind of feel guilty about sometimes because like, as you can see today, I'm wearing gold as a necklace, but I'm mixing with silver. And I feel like that's problematic. But guess what? I don't care. Nope. And it's cute. So I'm going to keep wearing it. And I get a lot of compliments on them. So
yeah. So we both have our little, I have Cee Cee on my neck too.
Because we're just a smidge conceited.
Yes, we are. Don't forget my name.
A dash. In case you forgot, it starts with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's important. Like jewelry, I can put on an outfit and feel like ready enough for the day. But when I put my jewelry on, it's like, okay.
It's like, oh, bitch, I can head out. Like, yeah, it's time to go.
And even when you're sitting around your house, I feel like it even helps even more then because you're like in work mode, like in, okay, I'm functioning mode.
Yes.
Because
and
you put your jewelry on.
I've also like fully like not been vibing with an outfit and then like literally just threw on a necklace and be like, oh, so that
maybe
it. Maybe so. Like seriously, you will, once you start accessorizing, you will understand like, wow, that can really change an outfit. It really can.
That's a fantastic fashion tip.
I just wanted to share that little secret with you guys.
And I love your beanie. I decided after my green beanie, I'm going to become a beanie girl, which honestly, maybe I'll wear one tomorrow with my straight hair. I would literally be unrecognizable.
Oh my God. That would be very iconic though.
It would be.
I would be here for the moment.
Incognito mode. You would not see me at all.
And I'm always here for a beanie because like, bitch, that means you don't have to do anything to your hair. Like it's an accessory. And you don't have to do anything. Oh, hats. Hats are an accessory. Yeah, like that's a whole other thing. Yeah, like literally. So you guys should invest in hats as well.
Belts. But also, okay, just for the people who are listening, he's wearing this like cream beanie with this like embroidered little butterfly moment on it. It's really freaking cute.
Yes, get on it. Hashtag not sponsored, but it came from rumors. So
yeah, we love to see it. Well. Are we officially done now?
I think
I'm going to ask for permission. Don't cancel me. I'm asking, do you consent to ending the podcast now?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
Well, everyone, thanks again for joining us for this episode.
It's been real.
It's been fun, but it
must come to an end, like all good things. And if you are still waiting in line at the polls, I am so sorry. But don't give up. Persist, baby.
We've got 2 more episodes for you to listen to.
Yeah. Another round.
For 3 hours. That's about it.
Yeah.
But
well, we hope you guys have a good day.
Yeah. We hope that we have a good day too.
That part, heavy on that part.
We'll find out, I suppose. Okay. Well,
bye.